Alright, today we're going to go do a little trolling. Talk to you about how I do that. And my favorite lures, speed, things like that. My favorite lure, it's an X-Wrap, and of course, saltwater series. I cut this bill off. This is like a 12, X12, so it's designed to go 12 feet deep. And I cut the bill off, I'll show you, and I grind it back to a round point, but half of that bill is missing, so it really only runs about 3 or 4 foot deep. So by far, this is my favorite lure. This is the one I catch most all the tarpon on. Of course, I do use this a lot. So we're going to go ahead and put this out, probably about 100 yards behind the boat. This is the one that I keep short, so I generally do this, engage the clicker, and go ahead and snap it in, lock it down, check the drag. You always want to check the drag. You want a good hook set. You want firm drag, but not where it'll rip it out of their mouths. And while you're trolling, I'm running about 3 miles an hour. The whole time I'm looking for signs. I'm looking for fish rolling. You'll see a lot of rolls. You'll see, you know, jumps. They do all that type of stuff. Just saw a roll right there, in fact. But anyway, and then you keep an eye on your rod tips. So the rod tips, the rods that I use are a soft backbone, so they give a lot of action. You know, they'll chatter like this. You know, and I want that action in my lure, so the lure looks more natural instead of a real stiff, rigid rod. So I use a soft backbone rod. And you know, average, like that's a Abu Garcia 5,000, or I'm sorry, 7,000 on that side, and then this is an event. You know, plenty of yardage on there in case you get into a couple 100-pounder. You got to fight him for a few hours. It's nice to have all that extra line, and that's basically it. We just troll in areas that we've seen signs, and keep an eye on your rod tips. Look out for any signs that you might want to head to. Run about 3 miles an hour pulling those lures. Like I said, they're both of the lures are exactly the same, and the bills have been cut on both of them, just like I showed you. I'm only in 16 foot of water, so who knows, you get hung up on the bottom, things like that. So I like to run about 3 to 4 foot deep, and everywhere I'm trolling with this boat, I don't have any issues with touching the bottom, getting snagged, or anything like that. So, all right, well, let's keep on rolling, see what happens. Water temp 75.21. We had a lot of rain this morning. I think that rain has cooled this off pretty fair amount. We were getting up around 76, 77, and now we're back down to 75. So still probably premature, but I'm still looking for my first bite of the year. One way to get it is to try. Not really seeing a whole lot of signs. Seen a few rolls. I think they're either alligator gar or sturgeon. Haven't actually seen anything I can confirm as a tarpon yet. Here, fishy, 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 fishy. Definitely see a lot of gar. They just roll in the surface. See their mouths come up out of the water. They chomp like that and then go down. I've seen 2 or 3 of them in the last couple of minutes over here on this side. And maybe we'll get one on video. What a beautiful night to be trolling. Just rolled this line in, gave it a check. A little bit of debris floating on the surface. Some lily pad stalks. Wanted to make sure it was clean. Wasn't having much action. Pull it in, it was clean, but you always got to keep an eye on that. You damn sure are not going to catch a tarpon with a lily pad stalk on your lure. No doubt about it. Action looks good now. Tip has got a nice chatter to it. Both rods looking good. Give this another 10 minutes and we'll be done. If we don't get something. We're going to troll till we come to this next marker down here. I don't know if you can see that in the dark, but there's a green marker up ahead, maybe 500 yards. We're going to troll all the way back to that, and then we're going to call it. We're going to reel them up and get out of here. Look at this nice, pretty orange, pink sunset on the water. Isn't that awesome? Had a pretty good storm this morning. Looks like, rumor has it, we're going to get some more rain tomorrow. That might be why it's so cloudy north of us. But we could use some more rain. Get our heading set. Go ahead and engage the autopilot for a heading hold so we stay straight. Go ahead and reel these up. All right, that's a wrap. Get on in before it gets too dark to see. Show you how to dock using a twin engine boat. Come in, set up your turn your wheel in the circle, that pattern that you want, and then about a quarter way into that turn, like right now, I'm going to go ahead and start my turn, and then I'm going to go ahead and pull my left motor in reverse. You watch how fast this thing spins. It spins on a dime. It spins right on the helm. And then once I get it lined out where it's at about a 40-degree angle to the dock, I straighten the wheels up. Left motor goes in neutral, then goes to forwards, and I drive myself in at about a 45 degree angle, and then I get right up where the bow is just about to touch the dock, put the motors in reverse, and then you just slide it in home. So you go right over up right next to the bumpers, just like that.